Okay, I think it's recording. Yay.
Yay!
Guys, so we are going to talk about a couple of just general, I keep calling it social selling. I just like that word versus network
Mhm.
marketing. It sounds less devious, I don't know. But
Yeah.
we're going to talk about some general things for being in this field, such as book selling and sponsoring. So book sell sponsor, we'll just start there. Book sell sponsor, you guys. This is something that you'll probably hear Jill and I talk about a lot in our chat. It's something that you should just always have in your mind. It's like a quick phrase you can think about. And this is what makes you successful in this industry. Booking parties, selling the clothes like in your parties, and then sponsoring new teammates. Um, so what I like to refer those as income producing activities, IPAs, like not the beer. Like I think of this all the time too. If I'm sitting there like scrolling Facebook, I'm like, this is not an IPA.
Mm-mm.
This is not producing income at all. And I really try to stop myself from doing the scroll. So instead, I try to redirect myself to book sell sponsor, IPAs. Like these are just little phrases I constantly think about in my head. Um, so we're going to give you a couple of tips on that for booking parties. Okay, most of you guys are new. And I think I've sent this message in our team chat quite a bit, but you've all had a launch party. So you should, first of all, you could have had, well, I don't know if you did this yet, but in my opinion, you have a free hall pass to invite every female friend on Facebook into your business launch party. And if you haven't done that yet, in fact, I didn't for mine. I just went back this weekend and I basically invited another slew of women into my VIP group. So go ahead and do that if you haven't yet. And now that you've had your launch, like one thing you need to do is go back and message every single person in your launch party, like everyone that's in that group. And you're going to send them like an exciting message like, hey, thank you so much for being part of my business or my Zaya business launch. I'm so excited to get my business off the ground. Would you like to be one of my first hostesses to earn yourself some free Zaya? It's so easy and the rewards are awesome. That's it. Like, so right there, you should have at least what, like 50 to 75 messages. I don't know how many people are in your group, but that is a great way to start booking parties.
Mm-hmm.
And the party system, this is a party system kind of a gig. So that
Mm-hmm.
is where you guys are going to find your most success. That's how you're going to sell the product. It's not going to be your VIP group that's going to bring you in all those sales like your launch party did. VIP groups are awesome for many reasons. It keeps you relevant. It makes people know that you're in the business still, but don't think that you can post in your VIP every day and get a bunch of sales because that's not how it happens. So you really, really, really need to focus on booking parties, which will help you sell the clothes, which will also give you people to ask to be hostesses. So every single hostess, you should ask her, I'm sorry, to be reps. Every single hostess, when you're ready to close out her party, you should be saying, oh my gosh, Susie, you had a $200 party and you have $20 credit, which you could use towards the brand kit or the starter kit for Zaya. Have you ever thought about being a brand rep yourself? This is so much fun and it's so easy, etc. So that's the just a couple of things for booking, selling, and sponsoring. Jill, do you want to give some more tips regarding book sell sponsor?
Sure. Um, so when you're yeah, we're gonna book parties, you're gonna sell, and basically you're prepping that hostess to be a rep. Okay. So you're telling her like exactly what she needs to do to have a successful party. Hopefully she's tried the clothes already. That would make it a little bit easier turning her into a rep. But if she hasn't, that's okay too. You can definitely turn her into a rep that way too. But you're really prepping her to do exactly what you do. You know, you're feeding her posts, you're feeding her messages, you're giving her thank yous, you're having her, do all of the income producing activities that you would be doing anyway, messaging people, seeing if they need help. And that hostess involvement will be easy for you to be like, you just did exactly what I just did. You know what I mean? You would be amazing at this. Do this with me. You know what I mean? It's so much fun. Get some clothes for free, make some money. So that's pretty much your goal. That's what you want to do. That's how you're going to grow this business, by booking the parties, making sales, and then turning your hostess into a rep. And if it's not her you're turning into a rep, hopefully you're turning somebody else in the party into a rep. Or you're booking parties from that party. So when I have a party, I get in there and I friend request every single person that's in that group. Okay. They're not all going to obviously friend request, you know, they're all not going to accept, but I'm hoping that I at least get like 20 new friends just from that party, you know. You can send them a message right from there and say, hey, thanks for the ad. Thanks for joining Jen's party. You know, if you have any questions, please let me know. And that's how you're going to grow your network. And then from that point as well, they're buying the clothes. You're going to follow up with them on Follow Up Friday. And then you're going to turn those orders into a hostess or a rep. You know what I mean? So this is how you're going, this is your bread and butter. Like, this is how you're going to grow your business. I don't know what else to say about that.
That's exactly it. And that the point that I forgot to make, which you just hit on, Jill, is the booking, selling, sponsoring part also adds on to once you have that party. So when you're following up with your clients, like your new clients that bought their products, this is something that actually was one of the steps here I had, was like turning your hostess into a rep. So Jill just went over like how obviously you're going to be talking to your hostess every single day, telling her what's happening in the party, what her sales are at, giving her a message, definitely a post each day, whether it's a thank you or even giving her something else to post in her own group, and giving her messages. You are coaching her to become a brand rep if she so desires. But then when you are following up, and we'll just move forward to the Friday follow-up, you guys, this is so, so important to have a
Hold on, wait. One second. Just before we get to the Friday follow-up. Follow the hostess document. I can't stress that enough. Everything you need is in that hostess document. Make sure you're sending your hostess the hostess link. It tells them right there how to invite people. It gives them a message. I mean, I still even just message it to them just because some people don't really want to read it maybe. I don't know. I'll send them a couple pictures to post on their Facebook wall. I'll give them wording to post on their Facebook wall. I give them, you know, messages to send if they want to invite that way. I give them everything that they need pretty much that is in that that link, that hostess link that you're supposed to send to them. Ask them what they want their rewards to be. If they only want $20 in rewards, they're not going to do much. You're going to get a lot of thumbs up, or you're going to get a lot of, you know, not a lot of response from them. But if they want to, if they're like, I want to have a $2,000 party. Well, you want to know what? In order to have that $2,000 party, then you need to be involved. You need to post pictures of yourself, go live, do videos, engage, like and love every single post I post, and engage with your friends. They're their friends. They're not your friends. They're going to trust her more than you. You know what I mean? They're going to want to buy because they believe their friend, not you. So I can't stress that enough. Like, everything is so laid out for us. The other hostess doc, there's messages to send to your hostess every single day, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday. Like, this is what we need to do. Make sure you're staying in touch with them so they know what's expected of them. But, you know, if they don't really want to have like a huge successful party, then you're going to get minimal, you know, you're not going to get a lot from them. That's really, I just wanted to say that real quick, because it's so much easier having that stuff all laid out for you rather than you having to like come up with material on your own, you know? Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Change it a little bit and make it a little bit personal for some people, you know, obviously for people, but you know what I mean? Okay.
Where can we find that hostess doc?
Oh, you don't have that?
I'm sure I do, but I'm like on information overload, so I don't know where to find it.
I hear you. I'll send it right now in the, I'll send it in the group chat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then a lot, piggybacking on that, what I like to do, of course you can, I think, just copy and paste. It's a Google Doc. You can copy and paste out of that document. But I have like a notes section. I have an iPhone. And so the notes section on my phone is basically my bread and butter. Like, I have notes for everything, and it's so easy for me to just copy from my notes section and paste it into a message.
Mhm.
So moving on to Friday follow-up. Okay, so it is so important to have a cadence to your follow-up. So you had a party, no matter how big of a party it was, you now have clients, and it is imperative to reach out to your clients to see how they are liking their goods. So I love it that Zaya came up with just Friday follow-up, because it just kind of rolls off the tongue easily, and it's easy to remember, like, oh, it's Friday follow-up. Okay, Friday. Like, I think this way in my head all the time, right? Book sale sponsor, IPAs, Friday follow-up. Like, So on Fridays, this is a great chance for you to reach out to all of your new clients and just ask them, be like, hey, in fact, I'm still following up from people like a month ago. Like, I got a little behind, but I'm saying, please forgive me for my delay, but fill me in. How are you loving your leggings, or whatever it was that they ordered? And then hopefully they love their item. And if so, then there's a simple message. And I posted this yesterday, actually, in our group chat, and I said to steal it and put it in your notes section so you can kind of use it to copy and paste from. But that's a great way to ask someone if they might be interested in becoming a brand rep themselves or hosting a party. So you can take it either way. Like, if you feel like this is someone who either like bought a lot or really loves their clothes or was just like really excited, you might want to offer them the opportunity to become a brand rep. Okay. And then if they say no, then fall back with, okay, well, what about doing a party? I'm booking my parties for next week. We could totally get you some more goods for free and half off. Would you like to set something up, or can we set something up? Something like that. So it is really important to be following up with your people, because people that have already tried the product are more likely to be hostesses, are more likely to become brand reps. That's just kind of the way it goes. So that's why we all have launch parties. We all get customers out of the gate. And then it's just our job as great customer service reps to follow up with them in a timely manner to make sure that they love their stuff, and then offering them either more stuff for free as being a hostess, or an opportunity to become a brand rep, right? Another thing with the cadence. So this was a little training that I took. So if you're following up with people on Friday and they don't get back to you, do a 48-hour follow-up. So go back on Sunday then and say, hey, just wanted to make sure you got my message. So you're touching them again very quickly and not letting those messages that go unanswered slide. So a 48-hour follow-up is always a great idea. And if they still don't get back to you, then the following Friday, they're still on your list because you haven't heard back from them. And it could be something more of like, oh, I guess you must be busy. Maybe I'll just follow up with you when I have new release Wednesdays, or something like that. Like, kind of give them another nudge, like, hey, I've been following up with you, or asking you if you wanted to join, or asking if you want to host. So it kind of makes them feel like they need to respond to you. But it's always important to, when following up, is ending with a question, like, so they have something to come back to you with, right? And not something like, if someone, for example, wants to host, instead of saying, or if someone says something like, yeah, maybe in a few weeks, I don't know, say, oh, great. Give them 2 dates, like 2 to 3 dates. Say, okay, I have October 19th and the 26th open. Which one works best for you? So give them an option, because if you leave things open-ended, people will never commit. Like, people will not commit to following back up with you of when they're ready to host a party or anything like that. Like, you book them a certain date and give them an option. People love options, but not too many options. You know what I mean? I think Jill might have jumped off. Oh no, wait a minute. She's coming back in. Sorry. I have the waiting room here. Any questions on Friday follow-up? I think we might have paused. Is anyone else there? Did I pause myself? Let's see. Can you guys